Hello everyone, today is Friday, 13th February, and what you are seeing there is a WhatsApp channel that I'm running free. Anybody can join. And I posted this before CPI. You look at the time here, it's 16:25. This is my local time. This was just 5 minutes before the release of that data. You can see I was highlighting that the market has been made jagged. The downside, you can see we have a 4-hour fair value gap here. I wanted to see offered discount sensitivity. My target was this smooth highs here on a 15-minute chart. That's the liquidity pool that I was aiming for as my daily objective. And of course, that's all the business trading, the members on that channel. You can see the sell side, the pre-market sell side was taken out that low. And we have that high. I was telling them that sell side is absorbed. Buy side is in the crosshairs. I wanted to see a close above first presented fair value gap, which we got here. That was a short-term target for me. You can see we hammered it perfectly. And now you see what time this is. So definitely took some time to run to that. They saw it called before the fact. And I'll tell you the reason why I'm doing this. If you watch the very first video on this YouTube channel, you'll understand why I'm doing this. But I'll remind you at the end of this. I'll give you a reminder. Because there's a reason why I'm doing this. Not just to show off, because I could be trading and in silence and nobody would know what it is that I'm trying to do. Let's do a quick review of an execution that I was in. So definitely you can see there I've annotated the 930 drop as a Judas swing. Look at where the bodies are closing outside that for our fair value gap. So that tells me it's still bullish. The plot is still bullish, still look higher. And again, there were quite a number of factors that I was looking for. Today is Friday. The weekly candlestick has been bearish. You know, it never closes. Very, very, very rarely will it close at the very low. So this being a Friday, there's a setup that I see it as called TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. I'll go to the weekly chart at the end of this and show you what that would mean. Definitely you would anticipate after the weekly objective has been met, you were bearish this week, you would anticipate some price, a measure of retracement into the range, 20 to 30%. And you can see the jaggedness is on the sell side. It's smooth on the buy side. So I was anticipating for that run and get that buy side liquidity pool. So today we've had high resistance liquidity run conditions. So you can see it's not very clean. It's a lot of back and forth candlesticks overlapping. Hopefully next week we'll get cleaner price action. This week we've had some nice moves, like yesterday was a very nice drop. Generally, remember we are still on the daily charts consolidation until we get all of that. Now since January is behind us, hopefully we'll see cleaner price action moving forward into March. You can see the risk on that trade has been removed at the time of this recording. Just waiting for that buy side liquidity pool to be tagged. But you can see my limit order to exit is not, it's slightly below the smooth high score because I don't require it to go to that high for me to be profitable. Although it went beyond my limit order. It's fine. That's over 200 handles. All before the fact. I'm sure some guys would ask me, then why are you showing us but you're not trading it? So I was trading it in the background, but I was telling the guys on the channel not to do it because it's CPI. Some of them could not, probably, I don't know, some of them may not be experienced to read price action to know how to get it. And CPI can really do you a lot of damage. Blow accounts on this days. But after CPI 930, you can see I was watching that for fair value gap. The candles were closing above it, so that drop was enticing sellers, flooding the marketplace with sellers, and you can see that's the limit order. So if I take you back to the weekly charts, that's the range. The high of the week, the low of the week. So I had this gradient on another layout. So you can see we dropped to consequent encroachment of that week. Remember, weeks are gaps. Then we start moving higher. So it went slightly below, but it didn't get to that 8th level. And now we started moving higher. So that's where 30% is, and 20% is playing on top of that 8th level. So I was anticipating price to do something like this. And you can see it has gone way beyond the 20 to 30% TGIF level. So that's why I'm done on the day, on the week. So the reason why I'm doing this is because if you watch the very first video, I stated that if I'm able to encourage one person to just learn how to trade, just to follow ICT and learn how to trade, if I'm able to encourage one person this year, that's my objective, because I spent a lot of time chasing after indicators, all manner of things that never work. So if somebody had introduced me to ICT, I would have saved myself a lot of headache, time. So that's why I'm doing this. And I don't want to do it like a signal service where people. I don't have a Telegram channel where I'm telling you to pay. It's free. So the reason is to encourage someone, even if it's one person. That's it. Because if I really know how to do it, I can make the money trading instead of selling signals to people. And that's the same logic that ICT has. So have a nice weekend. Hopefully from next week we'll have much cleaner. But you remember my long-term bias has been bullish. I have an interest in wanting to see whether we can revisit these all-time highs.